was really good of BuzzFeed to like investigate this shit that happened in like a small, fucking nothing town in Montana. But also like, Jesus fuck, like, that people can get away with this shit. Like, literally, he sold it to the students. Like, he groomed these students. He told them that, like, okay, so, they're all going through puberty, right? Mm-hmm. And basically any muscle gains they made just because of fucking puberty and working out all the time, he said were solely because of his fucking program. He also claimed his program was ancient Chinese secret.
God.
Yeah, he's white as fuck, of course. Obviously.
Oh, of course.
Alright, nerds. Link is in the streaming now. Here's
Link? I thought we were doing Final Fantasy.
No. You're thinking of Blanc.
Get it?
We're doing Link.
Precision kills are so, like, oh. Like, it's been the case since Destiny 1, or sorry, not Destiny, since year 1 of Destiny 2. I don't know if you've noticed, like, the difference between hipfire precision kill or precision hit hitboxes. Where, like, you can get...
All I know is that when it required fucking precision kills on Fallen...
What? You cut out.
When it required precision kills on Fallen, that was the most bullshit.
Because you don't aim down the sights, right?
No, because Fallen are fucking squirrely little f***s.
Yeah, I mean, like, I should mention, the Fallen are the OG Destiny enemy, but what you mean, they were literally the first thing you fought in Destiny.
Alright, where were we?
And they're squirrely little fucks, like they...
That was the thing that was added in Destiny 2. Like, the like, roadie run, the lick the roadie run, where they're, like, absolutely down on the ground and just, like, going as deep as they can to, like, go as low as they can. That sounded extremely sexual. That's absolutely a Destiny 2 thing. They made enemies have way different, like...
have you noticed that the Scorn never go for...
Never go for what?
The Scorn never go for cover.
Yeah, the Scorn are the most aggressive enemies in the game, mechanically. Because lore-wise, they just don't die. So they see no reason to, like, trying to keep alive longer.
I mean, they are a very good way of trying to say, like, hey, Guardians are, like, not great.
Hey, speaking of, hey, Cinnamon, hey.
Hold up. Colby, hold up. Okay. Ow. Okay, that's better. You can talk now.
Cinnamon, did you do your offering call this week?
I still need to
do it and then read all the new lore that you get, because if you're really into the Traveler, bad and evil shit, like, yeah, just do it. Just fucking do it.
Oh, good. I'll do that as soon as I'm done with this.
Yeah, you can get an offering. If you don't have one, you can get an offering from... go to Petra, get a pursuit to do 2 blind wells, and just do them heroic, and you'll be done. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy what happens when you do the offering this week. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
I know about the cutscene. That's it though. But the other, like, I no more. I believe me.
Just there'll be some lore. I won't explain anything. There will be a whole lore dump that you're gonna get to explore in your collections or your triumphs, and I think you'll enjoy it.
So last time.
Oh, I have to use a fucking pulse rifle.
Last time.
Say.
On Final Fantasy.
Have you all looked at what I pasted?
Okay, I'll wait.
News of the day.
What is it?
Basically, there you go. I posted a news article from. Oh, yeah. Basically, at some US school, the students get tortured for misbehavior with electrocution.
Oh!
How surprising.
Yeah, I didn't want to read that one after I saw the other electroshock article. Yeah, I was like,
So Shemps, you what now?
Give me 1 second. Let me quickly set something up. I want to set a hotkey for being able to mute my mic on the stream. Oh no, I want. Okay. Just put that away. There. Let's see settings. Hotkeys. Start stream and stream stuff. Desktop audio mute.
Man, I have to do the thing I hate the most. I have to use a fucking pulse rifle.
God, for what?
I'm doing the pulse rifle powerful frame, and I have to use a pulse rifle. I have to get 30 precision kills with the pulse rifle, and then kill 75 scorn pulse rifle.
There's a reason that they've like.
There we go.
Pulse
That
rifle's
works.
actually really good once you like. I will just keep on complaining about. Like, I will keep whining and griping and pleading for them to return No Time to Explain to the game. I loved it so much.
I haven't found a pulse rifle that like has felt like decent, even though I've got like several exotic ones. I found one like I get into a group with.
Oh, here we go. Oh
So,
my god, there's
wait,
like
what
3
exotic
things
ones?
in our data log that we haven't read yet. I'm sorry, did I talk over Cinnamon? Good.
No, it's I was gonna say, like, so obviously Graviton Lance. Do you have a Vigilance Wing yet?
I have both of those, and Vigilance Wing sucks for PvP.
Lies.
Okay, no, please don't argue about this here.
What? Why?
Okay, sweet, good.
Wait, why?
Because I don't want you to argue.
Oh, I mean, like, it's one of those
I
things
mean, we
where...
already know how the argument goes. I'm right, Sin's wrong. That's just how it is. But
No, I just mean it was literally the meta for all of year one and maybe when it's
Oh my
I-
god.
in PvP, when I've used it, like it felt like I have to pull the trigger 5 times at their head before it kills them.
Alright, I understand.
But you know,
Like, I don't know why you get frustrated, because I'm not, like, mad about this. I've dealt with
We are
people with bad
past-
opinions before.
we are past the halfway mark on the 750 milliliters of vodka.
Ah.
To the citizens of Cocoon, the low world of Pulse is a hell rife with unknown terrors, and the recently discovered Pulse Fal'Cie is an invader from that hell.
They're the
In
real
an effort-
racists.
Yeah, exactly. In an effort to quell the growing panic in the wake of the entity's discovery, the Sanctum initiates an extreme measure known as, get ready for this, the Purge. Under this initiative, not only is the Fal'Cie to be cast out of Cocoon, but all of the civilians
Emergency
living
services will
nearby
be disabled.
as well. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, exactly. To put it simply, Final Fantasy XIII is kind of pseudo about fascism, and about fascist dictator governments.
I mean, yeah.
It's really neat in that aspect, as well as one of the few Final Fantasies that really stick to their story to the end, and don't
So
feel very
the reason I
obvious
say that it sticks to the end is because, okay, Final Fantasy VII, like, about disc 2, disc 3-ish, is when it decides, hey, let's abandon this environmental message and just go, like, full ancient space witch, like, craziness. Final Fantasy VIII, you get up to about disc 3 out of 4, and then it's like, hey, so I know this whole time we've set up, like, this like interesting like political intrigue between countries thing. Let's abandon that for Space Witch. Final Fantasy IX, political intrigue between countries, and then Otherworld Witch, like literally a whole other world and like monkeys. Then Final Fantasy X, like. Yeah, that one's just all over the place from the beginning, so didn't really count. Final Fantasy XII, you spend the whole game, like 75% of the game, all political intrigue, and then space witches. So like, yeah, Final Fantasy XIII is unique because it actually is like, hey, here's like fascist shit happening, and like the entire game is like, yeah, fascist shit is happening. There is not a single space witch in the whole game. I shit you not.
I almost got to the end, and I'm like, Something else came out and I needed the space on my hard drive. I should mention I downloaded it for PC, and it's 60 gigabytes.
Which
Does
game?
that mean you've never played Final Fantasy 13 too?
No.
Oh my god,
All right, Sin,
can't-
just stick with us all the way through 13, and then join Colby in streaming 13-2 for, what is it, your favorite Game of Falls? Second favorite?
Literally my favorite game of all time. It surpasses Persona
Persona what?
5.
Persona 5. Literally, Final Fantasy 13-2 is probably 50% of why I got committed to a mental hospital. It's that good.
You're gonna have to explain that one.
Before
I can't
wait,
without spoiling stuff.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Before we get into that, let me just read this fucking data log. In an effort to quell the growing panic, they make something called the Purge. Under this initiative, not only is the fal'Cie to be cast out of Cocoon, but all of the civilians nearby as well. Any person coming into contact with the lower world's beings' foul energies could already be corrupted, and no potential enemies of Cocoon can be allowed to remain. The ensuing quote-unquote deportation claims the lives of the countless civilians, Hope's mother among them. After witnessing her death and chasing Snow into the Vestige in a blind rage, Hope suddenly realizes that he may soon share the same fates that Pulse fal'Cie, relocation to the world below. Vanille, however, calmly accepts the situation and lends her support to the distraught boy. Unaware of his young pursuers, Snow begins exploring the arcane halls and chambers of the shrine-like Vestige in search of his captive fiancée, Sarah.
God, Snow is just completely just insufferable for 45 hours.
Oh, his story arc is the best in my opinion.
Oh, but like literally the first
No
45
spoilers.
hours.
But yeah, no, I get what you mean. No spoilers, please, though.
I'm not gonna say spoilers. I'm just gonna say, especially like, yeah, we're Nora, and we got the guns.
No,
and, like he punches people who are shooting guns at him. I hate him so much.
Well, no, that's the point. Like all of that is to lead up to that first thing in the beginning, where like a ton of people die, kind of under his watch, and then he has to sort of deal with that with the rest of the game. I
He
think
doesn't
a very
wear a watch.
What?
He doesn't wear a watch. How
Oh
do
my
they die under
fucking god.
Continue.
Open doors beckon. The Pulse fal'Cie, an entity that threatens the peace of Cocoon society, holds Snow's fiancée captive. As the determined Snow delves deeper into the alien structure, Lightning and Saz arrive at the Vestige after fighting their way. After fighting their way through waves of Sanctum forces. The unlikely duo's progress is halted by an impassable gate, which finally opens as if in response to Lightning's whispered words of apology. Did her plea reach the mind of the fal'Cie, or was another being responsible for opening the portal?
George Soros.
It was Spoder.
Speaking of George Soros, actually, today got named, what was it, Person of the Year by... Let me check here. Yeah, he got named Person of the Year by the Financial Times.
The Financial Times?
Yep.
Oh, what? Aren't Times the one who said Hitler was the Person of the Year once?
Financial
Time
Times?
magazine, that was 1939. Yeah.
Yeah, Time Magazine. But is Financial Times not like a subsidiary of Times?
No.
Time. It's Time magazine.
Oh my. Okay, alright.
No, the reason I
Remember
say
when-
that is because it's.
No, I know. I'm not saying. I'm saying the situation. Yes, Coney.
Remember when in 2004, when Dora had 5 of the 6 Infinity Stones? She was always Dora, the world destroyer.
So you said Saz, not Saz, right?
Yeah, Saz Catsroy.
Saz and Dodge.
Saz. Saz follows the ex-soldier into the Vestige, bemused by the lack of explanation, but driven nonetheless by a purpose he has yet to reveal. Alright. In the shadow of l'Cie. Military, quote, weapons, unquote, stalk the halls of the Vestige, though the PSICOM recon team that uncovered the lower world being 2 days ago is still trapped inside. Lightning and Saz know that the real threat is not a part of the Sanctum army, but the Pulse fal'Cie and its servants, l'Cie. Let me reread that one, because that was one whole run-on sentence that I got confused in. Military weapons stock the halls of the Vestige. Though the SciComm recon team that uncovered the lower being 2 days previous is still trapped inside, Lightning and Saz know that the real threat is not part of the Sanctum army, but the Pulse fal'Cie and its servant, l'Cie. Pulse l'Cie are former humans who have become agents of destruction. Those residents living near the Vestige face being purged simply because of their proximity to the fal'Cie and the possibility that its power has bound them into servitude.
Racism.
With tales of l'Cie haunting his thoughts, Hope hears Snow's voice calling in the distance. Though he plans to confront Snow over his mother's death, the reality of the situation becomes too much for Hope to bear. He cannot go through with it. Not yet. Alright, that explains that. The 13
Also,
days. Yeah?
I was gonna say, like, Snow is just basically unharmed by that fall, and it still pisses me off.
What do you mean?
Like, he's like, oh, ow, my butt, after he falls. Ignores his dead.
Well, he's the Chad anti-fascist, so the game just really sucks it.
I'm sorry, but I will not let you insult Troy Baker.
Like, so
Also,
his...
Are you aware that Troy Baker solved racism by playing a Native American?
Oh, shut up.
Like, Snow's design was meant to, like, be kind of like a big brother archetype to everyone. And so that's why he's always got this, yeah, I got you, we can totally do this attitude that we are deliciously awaiting the game to just absolutely destroy.
Also, he has the best theme.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does destroy it, though.
I mean, I haven't seen the end of the game yet, so we'll see. He's not in 13-2, so there's that.
No, he is. It just takes a while.
Oh, okay. Also, his theme is basically workout music, and it's amazing. You can already see him just in the gym rocking out to it. Yeah, bro! Alright, Day 11, Discovery. The Bodum Vestige was a minor local landmark paid little regard. That changed on this night when SciComm discovered that the relic's long-sealed entrance had somehow been opened. A reconnaissance team was sent inside, reporting the discovery of a Pulse fal'Cie before communication links suddenly went silent. Deeming it probable that the soldiers had been made l'Cie, the Sanctum then resealed the door to the Vestige, trapping the team inside. The following day brought public announcement of both the discovery and plans for the Purge.
I really, really, really have to wonder. Like, oh, it's just this big old thing over there. Just let's not explore it. Oh, it has doors? Nah, it's... And it's one of those things where, like, oh, it's sealed by magic, but it's also like, but they have Magitech weapons. Sorry, not magic.
May I also... I'm also have to remind you, this is a world that's basically living in a giant holosphere that somehow has gravity right in the middle. Gravity enough to actually
somehow
work normally.
is fal'Cie.
Like, it is basically like... Oh, whoa. Vanille can attack 3 times.
Did you fucking owo me?
Yes, I'm gonna do that from now on. Owu.
Owu is owu.
Awuga.
That's a cartoon.
I failed to see the problem.
Yeah, of course it is. I went the wrong way.
Hey, Sin, where'd be a good place to get 75 kills on Skull?
Stay grounded. Are you talking about... Where are you talking?
I just need to kill 75 Skull.
On? Like, in the Dreaming City?
Anywhere.
I just need to kill 75.
Where did you get this bounty from?
It's from Ada. It doesn't say I have to kill him any specific place. I just
Well,
need
the
to kill
Dreaming
75
City
Skull.
is still the answer.
Okay.
Because...
Guess I could go do the Bay of Drowned Wishes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And if that's not enough, Kingship Dock and fucking... I mean, just, like... where's the other place? Fuck. Because I know they're kind of finicky, but definitely Bay of Drowned Wishes. Like, there's a lot. There's... When you think about all those waves of Screebs, there's enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just need to kill 75 using a pulse rifle to finish this powerful pulse rifle frame from Ada.
Also, have you used the non-static roll of Bygones?
The what?
Like, the static roll for Bygones sucks.
What I've got right now, like the one I'm just using, 'cause it's what I had in my, it's what I had on me to go with. Is go figure with rangefinder.
Rangefinder and what?
Outlaw.
Oh, so like a really good roll and don't like I'm gonna say that, but like that's what dethroned Vigilance Wing in the Crucible. Like it's really good.
It was just something I had it on me in my not in my vault, but in my main inventory. I just had it sitting. So
Where do you get a Fortisol from? Cast Bravery, Faith, and Haste at the start of the battle. Wait, do these work
Yeah,
on
I would-
bosses?
yeah, I wouldn't waste it now.
Oh my god, that would have made... Okay, alright, okay. Now that I know that, that's gonna make...
from inside the vestige. I remember, like, I think you can get them from when you fight the what are the fucking like the cocoon force, like little mecha dogs.
The Pantherons.
Yeah, those. I believe you can get them from those.
I still can't... If there's one thing I can never understand of this game, it's what is exactly Vanille's weapon? It's like...
You don't need to know.
It's
It's
a
like
cat
a-
of nine tails.
It's a fishing... It's like a fishing pole with like 4 reels.
It's a cat of nine tails.
You say that so casually.
Yeah.
The more you think about it, the less sense it makes, and it eventually drives you to map. Which is the true power of the weapon.
Oh my goodness.
I
Is
mean,
that who
you
Vanille
know
is?
how like it hurts to get hit by a fishing hook?
No. I would not imagine that it would be on the same level as a gun.
Okay, but when you combine that with high tensile wire and like energy projection shit, not necessarily.
Okay,
energy
okay, you're
projection.
making a lot of assumptions here.
And also it's Australianism.
I mean, like, yeah, Pulse is Australian, but like the other thing is, oops.
I
didn't
mean,
say
Vanille's
that.
Australian.
What?
Oh, it all makes sense now.
That was one of the biggest complaints gamers had. Well, you know, gamers had about Final Fantasy 13 was, oh, Vanille, she sounds like a fake Australian actress is literally from Australia.
How does that sound fake? God, Americans suck.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just literally
gamer.
just because it's just a female voice that like sounds happy and excited, but is not asking for Oni-chan's ripping, yeah, foreskin.
I mean, I just said the Japanese were for penis. I don't know why you had to go there.
I like, well, oh, well, okay, alright. I didn't hear that because I was too busy like making a better joke.
They're not.
Second.
Sorry, are you talking? Are you saying that there's an anime about
What the
David,
fuck did I just get text?
Take that.
No daydreaming now.
where like an anime about David's proposal?
I have no idea what you just said.
Apparently, my grandmother is going to die in a matter of hours.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is what happened.
She's got hella fucking.
What did you
Oh,
say? Alzheimer's?
We didn't. She was. I mean, she's already been to she's already at a point where like she, like refuses. She like won't